Hey guys, this is Voltage, and welcome back to CK2, the Religious Unity campaign. In this episode, I started things off by killing the owner of the Mosque of Alexandria, and now I'm going to do something extremely out of character and give it to a Christian ruler. Now, there is a Miaphysite Patriarch of Alexandria, or, oh wait, there's a Coptic Pope! The Coptic Papacy is now my vassal. And now, with the newly raised Crown Law, I'm going to tyranny-free revoke the Bishopric of Alexandria from the Coptic Pope. He is still my vassal. And then... Wait for it. Miaphysite Revolt! They don't like that I dethroned the Coptic Pope. You know, at this point, my war with the Emirate of Socotra is seemingly very reminiscent of what the Caliph did to me last episode. And here, I'm looking for a Monophysite in my realm, so that I can vassalize the Monophysite Pope as well, but as you can see, I don't seem to have any Monophysite characters in my entire realm, despite the fact that there are Monophysite provinces in Abyssinia. Finally, with the construction of this merchant republic in the Indian Ocean, I actually have boats so that I can send people, well, boats in the relevant ocean, so that I can send men over to Socotra and stop myself from having to give my entire treasury to some random one-province miner. Puny Emir of Socotra, bow before my massive army that I cannot possibly transport to your island. And with this surrender, there goes... Okay, I don't know why I stayed on that screen that long. There goes one annoying pest who would have eaten my entire treasury. Admittedly, I probably shouldn't have declared that war in the first place, but whatever. And at this point, I finally have the brilliant idea that rather than finding a Monophysite in my realm, I can go to the Monophysite guy who always exists, the Monophysite Pope, and have him educate one of my sons who isn't my heir. Or, I don't even remember if that kid was my son, but whatever, I don't really care. Okay, so apparently you're only willing to educate one of my sons? Yeah, apparently the Coptic Pope, the Monophysite Pope, will only educate a child who he views as a suitable political hostage. Whatever. These stupid Yazidi's just won't go away. I ended up murdering like 6 or 7 of them. Well, that's an exaggeration, but whatever. I eventually end up just revoking the title because they're heretics. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but whatever. That republic was just causing me problems. And here we have the kid who I had the Monophysite Pope educate, who I will be granting the Mosque of Alexandria, so that they become a Monophysite Patriarchate of Alexandria, and then proceed to give the... Hold on, it's lagging for a minute, and they then proceed to give the mosque to the Monophysite Papacy, allowing me to forcibly vassalize the Monophysite Papacy. I then proceed to have the son that the Monophysite Pope educated, re-educated by a vassal of my religion. And here's the Republic revocation I was talking about earlier, which was kind of stupid, so I will just leave the video in fast-forward mode through it. And my Chancellor has fabricated me a claim on the Sheikdom of Mecca, which I will shortly press for reasons that will become apparent shortly after I gain control of it. And now to do something extremely out of character. Now that I control the Sheikdom of Mecca, I am going to proceed to find a character in my realm who is not a Muslim and give them the Sheikdom of Mecca. Which, the reasons for that should become apparent a few seconds after I give the Sheikdom to said Jewish person and unpause the game. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's taking longer than I remember it taking when I was recording. But any second now, a very huge, very obnoxious, there it is, renewed jihad. I just triggered jihads early by giving the Sheikdom of Mecca to somebody who wasn't a Muslim, and with that, the Bek-Tashi order was formed. Now, I will proceed to give the Bek-Tashi order a substantial amount of land in my empire, and, well, let's just see what happens when I give them an emirate in de jure Egypt, or where am I giving it to them? Nubia, I think. Yeah. I'm going to give the Bek-Tashi order an emirate. Though I don't remember which one it was. And once that happens, I'm going to offer them vassalization, and they will accept. The Bek-Tashi order becomes my vassal. And now that they're my vassal, I'm going to proceed to give them the Kingdom of Nubia. This results in the Bek-Tashi no longer being Bek-Tashi's primary title, thus meaning he is no longer a Holy Order captain as far as the game is concerned, and I become his heir. Now, I plot to kill him, and when that plot comes to fruition, which should happen soon, given that massive plot power, though actually I can't remember if I got sick of this and just assassinated him because I have a lot of money. But when Bek-Tashi dies, I will become the Grand Master, or whatever the title is, of the Bek-Tashi Order. And primarily, that is of consequence. Yeah, I got tired of it waiting and just sent assassins after him, apparently. And got caught. And finally killed him, resulting in my becoming the holder of the Bek-Tashi Order. Which, now, well, you're about to see the results of the first of the glitches I need to acquire all of the religious head titles. So, go to my vassal screen, find the Coptic Pope, and grant him a sheikdom. Or something. Yeah. Point is, I'm giving the Coptic Pope land, and yeah. When I give him that, when I give the Coptic Pope a sheikdom where he will not own a bishopric, though I apparently tried to give him a ducal level title before I did that, which I can't do because he's my vassal and he's a theocracy. Well, I give him a county where his primary holding is a castle. And then I convert to Miaphysitism, which causes the Coptic Pope to become my religious head. I still can't give him land because he's a vassal theocracy, but if I grant him independence, I can now grant him whatever titles I want. So I proceed to give him the Bek-Tashi Order, which, as you can see, he's no longer dressed like a bishop because of that glitch I'm talking about. And now I can freely give him kingdoms. So I give him the Sultanate of Nubia, and now that he's a sultan, a feudal sultan, I am his heir. Proceed to murder the Coptic Pope, who has somehow inexplicably become my vassal again. I'm not sure how that happened, but whatever. Upon his death, I become the Coptic Pope. And with that, this is the end of the episode. See you guys next time.